Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 106. Welcome. Well, I have lots of finished objects this time to show you, so let's just get started. Okay, so for finished object number 1, I have the standing teddy. This is the pattern I was working on last week. It's a pattern by Patricia Stassart. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. So I'm finished with it. I think last week all I had to do was put the legs on, and so I did do that. But instead of him being a standing teddy, well, his legs will go down. But I made him a sitting teddy. But anyway, here he is. I think he turned out really cute. I'm very happy with his little expression. I think it turned out good. So. And here's his legs. And I did give him a tail. Well, the pattern actually called, the pattern had a pattern. The pattern had a pattern. The pattern had the tail instructions. But it was, I believe, they said to use the contrasting color for the tail, and I decided not to do that. I just used the main body color, but it does help him to sit up. So at first I wasn't going to put the tail, but he would not sit up, see, without the tail to balance him. So anyway, there he is. Super cute. Okay, so finished object number 1. And number 2 finished object is Preemie Hat. This is Preemie Hat. I think this is number 1. Is it number 1? I'll have to look back and see, but I believe this is the number 1 for June. I'm looking at my notes here. Yes. So this is Preemie Hat number 1 for this month. As part of my yearly goals, I wanted to do 3 Preemie Hats, Preemie character hats per month up until October, so that way I'd have 30 to donate. So this is for June, this month. This is Preemie Hat number 1, and it is a hippo hat. I did it just like the pattern except for the bow. I believe the bow was actually designed where it was supposed to be just over one ear instead of in the middle, and I tried doing that, but it didn't look quite right the way I did it. I don't know, so I just decided to put the bow at the top between the ears. So anyway, there's my hippo hat. And this is a pattern by, let me check here, make sure I got it right. Pattern is by 1 and 2 Company. I believe that is it. And of course I will put links to all the patterns that I speak about in the description box below. So there's my hippo hat. Okay, so that's finished object number 2. Okay, finished object number 3 is the Forever Always blanket that I've been working on. I finished that. It is a pattern by Belinda Cardwell. It's on Ravelry, free pattern. I did it in it took me 2 mandala cakes in the Valkyrie colorway. And so here it is. Let me show it to you. Okay. Now I did put a scalloped border, and I believe, this is the border that was in the pattern. Now I finished the 2 cakes of the Valkyrie, and then I had the border to do. And so instead of opening up my 3rd cake of the Valkyrie, I went ahead and decided to do a white border. Okay. It was just some, I think the white is like Bernat baby, Softy Baby or something. It was a number 3 weight, since the mandala cake is a number 3 weight yarn. And so I wanted to use the same for the border. And so there is the shelled border. Maybe I'm showing it backwards. Let's see. There. Anyway, there's the shell border. It goes all the way around. Okay, so that is the Forever Always blanket. I really liked the fact that it did go ahead and use 2 full complete mandala cakes. So I was real happy about that. Okay, well, what it was is it used 2 full cakes because I just kept repeating until I ran out. So it's a little bit larger, but it's a good size. I made it up to like I'm trying to remember the size of it. I think it's about either 38 inches, something like that, diameter, I think. So, anyway, I think it's, I like it. I really enjoyed the pattern, and I think it sets off the colorway really well. Okay, so that is finished object number, I don't know, number 3. Okay, number 4 is a, well, let me just put these together. Okay, so my husband texted me a few days ago. Well, let's see, at the beginning of the week. This is Thursday, so Monday, I think. Anyway, he texted me and he said, oh, my coworker is having a baby shower, or him and his wife is having a baby shower, and well, their office is giving them a baby shower. The wife is going to come to their workplace for the shower, so the shower is going to be there in their office. And so he's like, they're having a baby girl, so do you have anything made up already to give as a gift? And I had just finished this blanket, and so I thought, sure, didn't have any particular place that this was going to be going, and I was thinking, well, I think it'll be okay for a girl, right? Since I did put the white border, and I thought, you know, it's not like it's, you know, I don't know. I figured it would be good for a girl. So I said, sure, I was thinking I would just give her this, because he said, oh, maybe a pair of booties, or he was thinking of something small that I could make, and I had just finished it, and I thought, oh, I've just finished that blanket, I'll go ahead and give it to them. Well, then I was thinking, well, oh, and the baby shower is going to be next week on Wednesday. So, you know, I had, at that time when I found out, I had like a week and a half to put together something. And so I thought, well, I got the blanket done already. What can I make to add to it? I always like to add something to it. And so I decided, oh, I'll make a stuffed animal. And so I went through my patterns, looked for something I thought might be something quick that I could do. And this was in my Ravelry library that I've been wanting to make it. And so I decided to make this, and this is the next finished object. This is the Berry Patch Bunny by Grace and Yarn. So here she is. So she has a little dress. Now, in the pattern, this color, the dress, I believe is purple or lilac. And I thought about doing it that way, but I thought, well, I want to give it with the blanket. And so I went through my my stash yarn or whatever, because I used worsted weight. And so I thought, well, what can I use that would go with it? And so I decided, let me get my blanket up here, that to kind of go along with this minty green color that's in the blanket. And so I thought, well, that would be a good harmonizing gift, right? So anyway, I decided to change the dress color to this minty green, the dress and the shoes right there. And actually, that's the name of the color. It is called Minty, Red Heart Minty. And it is, my blanket is stuck on my ball winder. Just a minute. Oh my goodness. There it is. Oh. Okay. So this is Red Heart Minty, Red Heart Super Saver right here, and the color is called Minty. So that's what I changed as far as the dress color. Okay. And I think she turned out really cute. The bunny fur color is just Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Buff. And then I just picked out some couple little flower colors there to go across the top by her ear. Anyway, I think she turned out really cute. I used 12mm eyes, safety eyes, and I gave her some eyelashes. So anyway, whipped this up, and so this is going to be going along with that blanket as a baby shower gift. So that's the next finished object. Oh, and another thing I want to say about this. Since I had to do it kind of quickly, and I was thinking, well, what if I photograph it, the different steps in making the bunny? It won't be a tutorial because it's not my pattern. It's a free pattern though by, like I said, graceandyarn.com, I think. Anyway, but I thought it might be kind of fun to do like a slideshow of the parts coming together. And so be looking for that. I've got all the pictures. I would do some sections and then I would take a picture. I'd do some sections, take a picture. So as soon as I get that all into my computer and then into the editor and put them all together, I'm going to come up with a slideshow showing this little berry patch bunny coming together. So I thought that would be might make a fun video. So be looking for that. Okay, so now next finished object, and let's see, no, I have two more. I was about to say this is the last one, but I have two. I made another backpack buddy. This is the, I think it's called, I have it written down as a tiny octopus, but I think actually it is called the baby octopus, Amigurumi, I think. And so I just turned it into another one of the backpack bunnies with the clip. But anyway, here it is. And it, whoop, oh, he's dancing. Okay, so there it is. Kind of trying to hold it still there so you can see him. I think he turned out super cute. Did you see his little face? Look at his little face. Let me see. Will it focus on the face? Right there. There you go. Anyway, I think he's super cute. Now, I did make him a little bit larger than what the pattern said because I want to try to have like a standard size sort of these backpack buddies that I've been making. And so I did have to enlarge him like another round of increases to get him to the size that I wanted. And so since I did that, I went ahead and I think I had to make his tentacles because his tentacles were kind of stubby or stubbier than I wanted. And so I made them about 3 inches, no, not 3 inches, 3 stitches longer than what the pattern called for. But besides that, I did it just like the pattern. So anyway, I think he's so cute. He's so cute. And the safety eyes are these blue safety eyes. Got a whole bunch of them from Ravelry, and all different colors, and I thought the blue looked good. And now this yarn is just some scrap yarn that I had, a little ball of it. I think actually it is like the Snuggly Wuggly that I had gotten from Michael's long time ago, and it's just a green and blue and white speckled type variegated yarn, baby yarn. And so I used that. I used the 2.5 millimeter hook that I've been using for these little characters. And so anyway, this will be going into the donation collection that I am collecting, putting together for Amber over at Ooh Ah Crochet. She's having a make-along for this summer for charity, and it is going to be going to an elementary school that I believe her kids go to this school also, and she is doing this make-along and collecting items like well, two different things, 2 different types. She's doing wearables like hats, scarves, mittens, gloves, that sort of thing. And then she's also doing little gifts like prizes. Could be used for prizes for, I think the kids earn points for like good behavior, and they can pick out little things. So she was saying like bookmarks and keychains and little toys, little small toys. In fact, the teddy here will also be included in that I'm going to be sending to her. So anyway, that's where this is going. But I'm definitely going to be making more of these. Okay, so my last finished object I don't have, but I will pop in a picture so then you can see it, okay? So the name of this pattern is called Benny the Bunny. Okay, so let me pop in a picture here and I'll show you what he looks like. So that is Benny the Bunny. I made that and have already given it, shifted off. This was part of the Yarn Happy Mail swap, the summer swap that I participated in with Llama Mama Kayla's Happy Mail swap she partnered me up with somebody. My partner was Chris. Last week I showed you in a separate video what I had received from my Happy Mail that she sent me. Well, Benny the Bunny went on to live at Chris's house. And so that's why I don't have him. It is a pattern by Jamie Lynn Art is the name of the pattern, or the designer that's listed. And it is free pattern on Ravelry. I enjoyed putting him together. And by the way, I will list in the description box below a video link to the video where Chris, my partner, received my box that I had sent her, and she showed everything that was in that swap that I sent her. And so, like I said, I will put that in the description box below. Her channel is Hi It's Chris, is the name of her channel right now. This is the only video that she's got on there, but I am hoping that making this first video that she did showing her Happy Mail will give her the idea, or not give her the idea, but build her confidence, and hopefully she enjoyed doing the video, and she will continue to make videos because I would love to see the projects that she makes. Okay, so that's all my finished objects. Lots of little things, but they were small, so it didn't take me a long, well, some of it I just finished up. I didn't have that much to do to finish them. And then the other ones just kind of came together quick, and so I just got all that done. So anyway, now for my works in progress. That's not going to be as much because of all the things that I finished. Okay, so number one, works in progress. I worked a little bit on the Baby Stacks project, which will be a Christmas gift for one of my great, my great niece. She is to be born. She's not born yet, but this will be for Christmas, and she definitely will be here before then. And so I've decided to do this, and this will be her gift. Okay, so this is the Baby Stacks. It comes from this book. It's kind of like the old ring stacking toys that we used to get when we were, well, I think I had one. No, my little brother had one. That was the plastic rings that was on the, had different sizes, and you would stack them according to size, is what order they would go onto this little core rod or whatever that was used. Okay, so that's what this is, but instead of just rings, some of them have characters. Like this one is the jungle one, and it's got, each little ring has got heads on it to make it look like jungle animals. So this one on the back, there's one that looks like a bumblebee's nest, and with little bees on it. There's one that's actually the rings. This one looks like donuts. So anyway, the one I am doing is this one. Well, this time I'm going to be doing more of them, but it is the octopus right there, and the rings are actually starfish. Okay, so as I've shown you before what I had finished, I did get the cone part done, except for weaving in this end. And so I had started working on the tentacles for the octopuses, well, the legs, right? So anyway, I had finished all 8 of the tentacles. I had to do 4 pretty long ones and then 4 shorter ones. Now what I'm working on is making the little suckers, the little suction cups that go underneath the legs. For the short ones, I have to do 4. For the long ones, I have to do 5 of them. And so that's what I've got this one made, okay, and attached. And then I've been working on all these other little suckers. So I've got several of these to make, and so that's what I've done as far as my progress on that. So once I get these, then I will get the tentacles sewn onto the base part, so he would look more like an octopus. And of course she, I guess it's a she, will have a little face that I will have to stitch on there as well. And then I will start doing the starfish. So anyway, I have started working on that again. I had taken about a week or 2 off, I guess, from working on it. But I pulled it out and I've started working on it again. So that was works in progress number 1. Works in progress number 2, I didn't actually bring it in here because it is the Wildlife Cables Afghan. I don't think I even have the book in here, but it's the deer picture that I'm doing, and I think the book is in there. But anyway, I just barely did just a few rows on it. I'm still working on the deer image, and I'm up at the top doing the antlers, and so there's lots of color changes. There's several bobbins that, like, I don't know how many are attached to it right now, but like I said, I've only done just a little bit of it from what I had shown you from last week, and so I didn't even bring it in here to show you what I'd done on it. It's kind of hard to hold it up with all those bobbins connected to it at the moment, but I will continue to work on it this next week, and hopefully I will have it finished, that panel piece, which is the central part of that blanket, so that way I can detach all of those bobbins and show you the completed, not completed, but that completed piece of it by next week, hopefully. So we'll see. But anyway, like I said, I did very little on it, working on these other things. So works in progress that was kind of number 2, but haven't showed it to you. I didn't show it to you. So works in progress number 3 is the Stash Buster square. This is Stash Buster square number 11. This is a crochet along that's going through this year. 2 squares per month is released, and it is just using your stash, or scraps or whatever you want to use out of your stash. It is being hosted by the Unraveled Mitten, and I believe her name is Heather. And so this is Stash Buster Square number 11, and so I'm not finished with it, as you see. I'm at the end, see, so I need to add some more yarn to it. But anyway, I'm enjoying the stitch. I don't know if you can actually see the texture to it, maybe. Sort of. See, has that crossover piece there. Anyway, it is called the crossed cable. Maybe you can see it back here. Oh, there it is, maybe. Anyway, it's the crossed cable stitch, and I really like the way this stitch is coming out. Although I guess if I would have done a full solid color, you would have been able to see it better, but I really like it because this cabling type crossover pattern, it shows up on both sides, so it's definitely a two-sided type stitch, and so I really like that. And so, like I said, see, I've only got that much, and so I've got about, how much is that? This probably is about halfway, because my squares are about 9-inch squares or 9.5-inch squares. I just kind of put this up against the ones I've just finished and kind of get the sizes similar, so that way when I put them together they'll be about the same size. So still working on that. It won't take me no time to get it finished, so I'll have it as a finished object next week. Okay, and the only other thing I have works in progress is I don't know, I might have mentioned it. I can't remember if I have mentioned it or not, but there was somebody that was wanting me to do a few amigurumis, or several amigurumis throughout the next few months, because she has people that are having babies that she was wanting me to make these items that so she can give to them as gifts, baby shower gifts or whatever. Anyway, the first ones I'm working on is she wanted to know if I had a pattern for love bugs. And so I was like, well, I'll look. And so I went through Ravelry. I found a few patterns that were called love bugs. And so I sent her pictures. And so she picked out, for her to pick which one she wanted. And so she picked out Lucky the Love Bug. And I will put up a picture so then you can see what the pattern looks like here. Okay, so that's the pattern I'm using, and it is by Holly's Hobbies, and it is a paid for pattern. I did purchase the pattern, but what she was wanting me to do is she was wanting me to make a boy version, which will be just like that pattern, and a girl version. And so I'm going to be making 2 of them, and I thought, well, I'll just make the body parts, I'll double the body parts as I'm going. So all I've made so far is a head. So here is the head so far. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver Buff for this part. And then of course I'll have black and red, but it'll be all Red Heart Super Saver colors. And so this is the beginning, and now that I've got this head finished and cut, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other head, and then like I said, piece by piece I'll just do double, so I'll have both of them, and they have to be done by, I think she wants them like the middle of July, so about a month. So I need to go ahead and get back, now that I did that Berry Patch Bunny that I had to do right quick. I will get back to making these. And so the male, as you saw in the picture, has a red bow tie. And so I thought, well, for the female, I will not put the red bow tie. I may do the bow, but put it maybe on top of her head or something. I will also, I think I'll put a skirt, attach a skirt onto the girl, for the girl. And then of course he will not have the skirt. He also, the boy, has cuffs that look like, you know, cuffs with cuff links, you know, like a man's suit or whatever. Or not suit, but dress shirt, yeah. So then I'll probably not put the cuffs on the girl. So I'm going to change it a little bit to try to make it a boy love bug and a girl love bug. So stay tuned and watch my progress on that. Okay, and last works in progress. Yes, I do have one more. This is a Kowai. I think you pronounce it like that. I'm not sure, but it's a cuddler. This is a pattern by 3 AM Grace Designs, and this kind of goes along with, now I did have this pattern bookmarked and in my Ravelry library, so I did want to make it. I have been wanting to make it. And Llama Mama Kayla, her yarn bingo that's been going on every month, one of the squares happens to be in June, is making a Kowai plushie, I think she called it. And so I thought, well, that'd be perfect excuse for me to go ahead and get this pattern made, because like I said, I have been wanting to make it, but I hadn't done it yet. So I'm going to be making the Kowai Cuddler yarn skein, and it is a skein of yarn that's got a cute little face on it, and I thought, well, that's appropriate for me to make and have here in my craft room. So anyway, here's what I've made so far. Now, I'm really liking the way this pattern, I thought, man, do I really want to use this? Because wouldn't that make a cute hat? I don't know if it would do that if it was, because it's just flat. If I went around, it might change it totally. I don't know. I'll probably go on with it. But this is, I love this yarn, Prince. I've had it for a long time. It is called Sugar Plum Stripe. Here is the whole skein, looks like that. So anyway, this is like this is like the end of the skein that's like rounded, and then you do this straight piece, and then you end up on the other side with this rounded piece. And so then you do two of them, because it's like a 2D type design, or like a pillow type thing. And then of course then you have the yarn label that goes here that's got the face on it. So anyway, I think it's going to be really cute. I will pop in a picture here of this Kowai yarn skein so you can see it. Okay, so isn't that cute? I just had to do it for here in the craft room. Okay, so that's all my works in progress. Now upcoming, I know this video is probably getting kind of long. It seemed like I've been talking a long time. But anyway, upcoming is I received some Happy Mail in the mail, and I was so excited to get it, and I want to do another video to show you what I received. I also received, I won a giveaway. It was a 100 subscriber giveaway from Kim of Kim Crafty's Corner, I believe. And I will link her I gave her a shout out last week, I think. But I also link her channel again below, because I really want you to check her out. She's got some cute projects that she works on, and like I said, she's just been making videos just for a few months now, and she reached her 100 subscribers. She had a giveaway, and I won the giveaway. I was so excited, and so I want to do a video showing you what I won, because I did get the items in the mail. And so that video will be coming up. Also, I want to do a little tutorial. I have been having a few requests on how I make the hanging portion attached to the clip for the backpack buddies, and so I was thinking I would work on. In fact, I have another one I just barely started while I was picked out what I'm going to do to make my next backpack buddy. And so I'm right at the point where I'm going to be need to do the attachment. And so I was thinking I'm doing a short little tutorial on how I did that. And so you can be looking for that if you're interested. And then let's see, I do have a tutorial coming up for another Graphgan technique. This is the mini corner to corner. This is for Danica over at Lady Love Design Boutique for her stitch of the month. And I will be doing that because I need to get it done before the 22nd is of this month, June, is when the release date is going to be. So I need to be working on that quickly. In a few days, I need to go ahead and get started on it. And so I'll be looking for that. Okay, and just, you know, I'm always working on something, so just come back and see what I'm doing. Okay, so thank you so much for my subscribers. I'm going to go ahead and put that in here now. Thank you so much for everybody that has subscribed to me, and for the new subscribers that have just come and found me and subscribed, and the ones that have been with me from the beginning. I appreciate it so much. I just finished my 2-year anniversary of making YouTube videos. And so I just want to tell you how much I appreciate everybody subscribing and everybody's wonderful comments that you're always leaving me. I really appreciate it. Our subscribers have reached the 4,500 mark now. I'm really excited about that. So if you haven't subscribed, please do, and check out my videos, check out all of my videos and what I'm doing, and follow my projects, okay? Okay, so the last section of today's video, or this video, is the Super 7 of the week. This is 7 people that I'm subscribed to that have YouTube channels that I enjoy their videos, and so I want to give them a shout out and let you know who they are, so that way if you don't know them, you can go and check their channels out and subscribe to them. Okay, so no particular order. Number 1 is Sin's Crafting World. This is Cynthia, I believe. She's Canadian. I love watching her channel. She doesn't have that many videos because she has just started making videos, but I really enjoy looking at the projects and things that she's making. So check her out and subscribe to her channel if you haven't. Number 2 is Michelle's Makery. Now, she's from New Zealand, and she also is fairly new, but I really enjoy her projects that she's been making, so go over and check her out and subscribe. Number 3 is Heart Hook Home. Now this is she's been around quite a while, I believe, because she has a lot of videos. But the reason I have subscribed and I enjoy watching her videos is she makes a lot of tutorials, and they're very good tutorials for some really great projects that she takes you along on how to make them, and so go and check her channel out. Okay, number 4 is Jenny's Arts and Crafts. I've recently been binge watching hers, going back and at the beginning of her channel. I don't know how long she's been making, maybe a year, I'm not sure. But I've gone back and now I'm binge watching to catch up. But I really enjoy all of her projects. She makes some cute. I just got finished watching a couple of her videos where she had several Christmas amigurumis that were really cute. And so anyway, and she gives you really good ideas on patterns. She had one video where she was doing corner to corner scarves, but she was doing the patterning on the scarves based on some candy canes and the color on these candy cane stripes. And the pattern on how, like, it had a thick stripe and a skinny stripe and a thick, like that. And so she was making these corner-to-corner scarves kind of to match the color and the striping to these candy canes that she had found. And I just thought that was such an awesome idea to do that. So anyway, I'm enjoying all her videos, and so go check her out. Let's see. So that was Jenny's Arts and Crafts. Okay, number 5 is Dina, and that is Dina's Homemade Fun. go check her out. She's got some great videos. I enjoy her videos, very entertaining. I love seeing her projects, and she's a new crocheter, and so she talks about her projects, whether they came out right or they didn't come out right, but you can kind of go along on her journey and follow her as she tries different things. She's just got some great videos out there, very enjoyable to watch, so go and check Dina out. Okay, and number 6 is Penny, and her channel is Penley Ann's Creations Penny. I think all that's in the channel name. I will put just links, of course, in the description box of all these channels. Anyway, Penny is a great person to watch. She's got some very informative videos. When she comes on, she'll let you know when there's sales and things at different stores or online places that she has gotten yarn. And so it's just very informative to keep you informed of things that are going on sale and where. It's very... anyway, I enjoy her videos. She's got some really good ones, and she does some good giveaways as well. So number 7 is Pam of Red Gingerbread. Okay, so she is a lady that is, I believe she's from Louisiana, but now she lives in Texas. But her husband is a truck driver, and she has been traveling around with her husband between Texas to California. I believe that's mainly the way they go. Anyway, and so she's been she gave us a video tour of the inside of the cab of the truck, which I thought was very interesting. I've never seen inside of an 18-wheeler truck cab before, so that was interesting on what it looks like on the inside. But she has been making videos recently on kind of them making their trip, and where she was just sitting there and crocheting in the truck while they were waiting for their rig to be loaded up and to head back. She's been sending me messages on how she's been going to different Hobby Lobbies along the way, since Hobby Lobbies are having the clearance sales at this time, and kind of reporting back, oh, I just got this much, you know, in whatever state. And I said, oh, it's like you're our remote reporter on telling us where the deals are at Hobby Lobby, where the clearance yarns are at Hobby Lobbies. Anyway, I'm enjoying her videos, so go and check her out and subscribe. Okay. That's it. This is a long video, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've stuck with me this long and that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed very much showing you all the things that I've been making. So thank you so much for watching. So I hope y'all have a great weekend. You probably will see another couple of videos from me because, like I said, I want to get some of these Happy Meal items that I received, and I want to share and show them to you on what I received. So you should be seeing me shortly, probably with another video. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.